shit together, but neither do you. I ain't got my shit together, but neither do you.
What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Coordinated Chaos. My name is Dontrielle, and this is a podcast about me getting my shit together, because it is not. It is not. Before we get into today's episode, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if you can. I greatly appreciate it. It is still Leo season, so if today is your birthday and you're a Leo, happy birthday to you. And if you know a Leo whose birthday is today, tell them happy birthday. Send them some money. Stop being cheap. Okay? I know the economy's bad. Stop being cheap, right? Okay, so if you are new here, I am in the process of creating a blueprint for myself. The purpose of this blueprint is to help me maintain accountability, do the shit that I said I was going to do, maintain consistency, have a flow. Consistency does not have to be an everyday thing. It has to be a when you said you were going to do it thing, and doing it consistently, okay? And discipline. Me and discipline been fighting my whole life. Right here. Discipline and I are courting. It's been an issue, okay? I'm working on it, and that is the purpose of this blueprint, right? And this is called the Chaos Blueprint. Coordinated chaos, organized chaos, chaos blueprint. Lean into, if you don't get nothing else from these videos, lean into your chaos, bro. Lean into the mess that is you, because that is where you're going to find the message. That's some church bars right there. Right? But lean into your chaos, bro. It's beauty in a mess. Vision boards, beauty in a mess, bro. The vision will become clearer once you lean into it and stop running away from it. And that is the purpose of this channel. That is the purpose of this blueprint that I'm creating for myself, right? So this is the third revision of the Chaos Blueprint. I did like this whole week has just been all over the place, right? But this is the third revision of the Chaos Blueprint, and I revised it this time, this revision. So I have this thing where I just learned that constant revising or constant editing, constantly preparing, constantly redesigning, that is a form of procrastination. Let's just get that out there, okay? That is a form of procrastination. You scared, but you won't label it as being scared, okay? Let's just be honest about it. You keep revising. You don't like this color. You don't like that font. You think the wording needs to be a little more professional. No, it needs to sound like you a little more. That is a version of fear that you refuse to acknowledge as fear. So we're going to call it procrastination. Okay? Okay? But there's an exception. There's an exception to every rule. There is an exception to this procrastination statement I made when the procrastination is actually, am I saying this right? Hold on. When the revision is in the form of growth, okay? I'm revising it because I got new information. Growth. I'm revising it because I found a better way. Growth. That's the exception to the procrastination rule when it comes to revising something, right? At least for me. Again, I'm talking to me. If it applies to you, that's cool, but I'm talking to me, right? And this last revision of the Chaos Blueprint, it was because, like I said, the first two drafts, it was like, oh, you're doing this, yay for you, oh my God, I'm so proud of you, oh my God. And in business, there are no emotions in business. Okay? There are no emotions in business, right? And that is something that I have struggled with getting over, because I love photography. I love photography so much that I would do it for free. But doing it for free is not helping with my bills, okay? Let's just get it. It's not helping with my bills. Gas is constantly going up and down. Groceries, I don't know. Groceries are just pissing me off at this point. Like, is it just, I know it's just not me. it's pissing me off at this point. You're spending more and getting less. The shrinkflation bullshit y'all got going on, it's just why we are not out in the streets fighting these motherfuckers is beyond me. But I need money, okay? I need money, and I can have a passion that I get paid for, and that is the purpose of this, right? So I needed my prompts in the blueprint to be in a more stern, blunt, and business-minded tone, right? So that's why I had to revise it. I needed it to stop pussyfoot. We ain't not pussyfooting around. We handling business, and I needed to be upfront and understood that we're handling business. I'm not here to coddle my fucking emotions. Let that shit go. Okay? Leave the coddling to your mama. Okay? We outside in the real world. The real world do not care. The real world ain't gonna coddle you. The real world probably not even gonna notice you unless you make enough noise, right? And you can't do that being coddled. Coddled. I said coddled. Coddled, right? When it's a kid outside and they fucking yelling, everybody pays attention. But when that baby is asleep and that baby is minding his business, everybody just going about their business, right? You got to make some noise if you want to be seen in the world, right? And in order to do that, you cannot be coddled, okay? So I revised the blueprint in that tone. And I've been debating about, like, I want to do the next prompt. I'm ready to move on to the next prompt, get it started with it, continue it, right? But I'm looking at it, and so, again, if you're new here, I've structured this blueprint around the 5 F's. Thank you, Miss Janice Coleman. She gave me that. And the 5 F's are family, faith, fitness, finance, and fun, right? Those are the 5 F's. 5 F's. Why I can't talk today? Jesus Christ. And I've also added in a day to actually plan out my week. These are the things that I need to get done. On Monday, I need to do this. On Tuesday, I need to do this. On Wednesday, I need to do this. By Friday, these are the things that need to be done, right? So we're going to have a day for planning. And we're going to have a day for execution. Did you actually accomplish the things that you wanted to do this week? Did you accomplish what you said you was going to do on Monday? Did you accomplish what you said you was going to do on Tuesday? Did you accomplish what you said you were going to by Friday, right? So we got time, execution, and then family, faith, fitness, finance, and fun, right? That's how I'm planning. That's how I'm structuring my week, right? And because I'm structuring it that way, I've debated about this. Like, I don't want to just start in the middle of the new revised version because I was just gonna be like, fuck it. We just gonna start where we at, baby. But it's confusing to me, all right? And if it's confusing to me, it's definitely not gonna translate to y'all if you're watching this. And I need it to translate, right? Because for me, the purpose of this blueprint is to eventually be able to sell it. Not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, it's eventually to be able to share with other people and be like, hey, I followed these. I came up with a plan for myself, first of all, right? Because I don't know what you got going on in your life. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. But I, as someone who don't know what the fuck they're doing, I created a plan for me to stop procrastinating, stop bullshitting, stop pussyfooting around, write down exactly what I'm trying to do, and then here are the steps to accomplish that. I can't do that. I can't just jump in the middle of that. We got to start at the beginning, okay? We got to start at the beginning. So I was going to read off the first prompt just in the middle of the day. We're not going to do that. So I'm going to start with the first day on Sunday. Hold on, let me make sure. Saturday. Okay, yeah. We're going to start on Sunday. And yeah, we're going to start on Sunday with the new revised version of the Chaos Blueprint, right? And I just wanted to come and say that because, again, yesterday I got home late and I didn't get to do my video. And I was highly upset and highly pissed. And I recorded something to do, but then my brain was just on finishing out the things that I need to for this dashboard that I'm creating for myself so that I can get the stuff that I have on this blueprint done. I need to track it. You cannot measure what you don't track, okay? If you are on a weight loss, for me, I'm on a weight gain journey. We're going to talk about that. I'm on a weight gain journey. I cannot measure measure how much weight I'm gaining if I'm not tracking it. Where am I starting at? What am I eating? What am I not eating? How many times am I eating? Like, what you have for lunch today? 2 fucking crackers and a sip of Coca-Cola? That's not lunch. Like, you cannot measure what you don't track. And I need to track this shit, okay? My brain is all over the place, and that's because I need to redo my actual schedule. Not just the blueprint, my actual schedule. It got thrown out of whack with school starting. Yes, school starts around the same time every year. Yes, I'm prepared for that part. But then the hiccups that come along with school. My kid has been missing the bus. Why? I don't know. But he's been missing the bus. Now, with my previous schedule, or the one I'm phasing out, right, I have a certain time. I do Lyft, and I'm trying to get out of doing Lyft, right? But for right now, I do Lyft. I have certain times during the day that I do Lyft, right? And some of that time is my kid getting out of school, right? So if I'm doing Lyft and I'm an hour or 2 hours away and my kid misses the bus, it ain't nothing I can do about that. It ain't nothing I can do about that. He's aware of what time he gets out of school. He's also aware of me going to be out. I'll be coming in the house around this time, right? If you miss the bus, I can send you a lift, which I've offered to do for him. I can send you a lift, but I think I've kind of like traumatized my kid when it comes to pedophiles, and I'm not even mad about that. Okay? He's on high alert when it comes to that. We've gone over the inappropriate touching. We've gone over the inappropriate wording that people, not only adults, but some children can give you. We've gone on over that. So when I told him I can get a lift, he was like, no. What if they try and touch me? I'm not even mad about that. Be aware, baby. Because a lot of people, when it comes to things in that sexual trauma, they refuse. Some people, not all, but they don't talk about it happening to boys or men as much. And we're not doing that over here, okay? We're not doing that over here, okay? I want him to be aware. So he was like, no, I'll walk. Now, his school driving is 8, maybe 10 minutes away. If I'm in a house and you got a problem, mommy gonna be there. I'm pulling the fuck up, right? But walking, it was like an hour. It's an hour walk. And I make those faces. I grew up walking. I grew up riding bikes. I grew up walking all over the goddamn city. If we ain't had a bike and we wanted to go somewhere, we was outside, baby. That's not the kids this generation, okay? The furthest this kid walks voluntarily is from our house to the bus stop. And that's maybe a 5-minute walk, not even, right? So him walking an hour, and my kid, again, these kids of this generation don't pay attention. When I be driving, he be in the backseat on the phone, facing the phone, or he got a manga, facing the book. He's not paying attention to landmarks or street names or anything like that. So I was like, oh God, Jesus Christ. But he chose to walk. He walked an hour, 2 days in a row, and it was just like, bet you won't miss the bus again. Like, bet you won't miss the bus again. But he got here safely, and I was like, you know where to go? He was like, yeah, I remembered when we stopped at this store. I remember this gas station. I remember this parking lot. I was like, oh, you are paying attention. Okay, you are paying attention. So That was a good mommy moment for me. But with things like that happening in the schedule, and then just other things like being on doing Lyft and being on a ride that is 2 hours away, because I've done that before. I've had a ride to, I'm in Atlanta, so I've had a ride to Macon. I've had a ride to, what is that, Augusta. Like, I've had rides that are that long, and I don't mind taking those rides, right? I know that my kid is smart, and I know that he's safe conscious, right? I don't mind taking those rides. We stay in constant communication, but doing those things, I need to change my schedule. I need to change my schedule. So I'm gonna rework that, and I'm gonna try and actually do it with you guys. We're gonna do it together. I'm gonna rework the schedule, and yeah, that's where it is right now. That's where it is right now. It's about 15 minutes. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not trying to be here long, but that is where I'm at right there, right now. We redid the chaos blueprint. I have to redo my schedule because this week just was like, this week's schedule was just like, whatever. This week's schedule was like, fight back, bitch, fight back. Okay, like that's what was happening this week. So we're gonna redo that, and I just wanted to come and say that revision is a form of procrastination unless you are getting new information that is helping you grow. Okay, helping you grow outside of your comfort zone, grow outside of your normality. Growth. If it does not lead to growth, what are we doing? What are we doing? So that's going to be the end of the episode. I'm going to leave y'all be. Apparently, I'm going to have to bleep some of this stuff out because you can't say certain things. But yeah, got to go figure out how to edit that crap. But yeah, whatever. So that's the end of the episode. Y'all have a good day. It is Friday. Have some fun. Hope you got paid. Don't spend all your money on bills. Put some money on them bills, but not all of it. And drink your water. And I will catch y'all tomorrow. Have a good day, y'all.
If I fall, I don't stall, I pivot. It's that growth they don't show I'm living. I ain't got my shit